Well, hello there, my single mother tribe. How are you doing? My name is Hope Porter, and I'm your fairy single godmother, and this is Hope for Single Mothers. Guess what day it is? That's right, it is Check In Wednesday, and today I'm going to talk about celebrating you. So, without further ado, let's get started. Well, it has been such a long time since I was last with you. Well, at least it feels that way. I know I've been off for the past, week or two now, only to prepare for my huge Hope for Single Mothers launch, which was a huge success. So, and I'm just so excited that it's finally here. I mean, well, I've been here for a while, but it's official now. And I'd just like to thank you for all your support and your prayers, and those who were able to join me in person, and those of you who tuned in on Facebook Live. I did try to do YouTube Live, but once again, like with the Pumpkin Patch Festival, I don't know what happened. So I got to figure that thing out, because every time I try to go live on my tablet, it'll record but so much and then it'll stop. So I apologize for that for those of you who were trying to follow me on YouTube. But yeah, so it was an awesome day and event. And although I had a very rocky start, I don't know, all last week I was fighting cold symptoms. And as you could probably hear through my voice now, coming through the tail end of it, I feel much better. But Saturday, oh my gosh, like when I woke up, I didn't think I was going to be able to, I don't think I was going to be able to do it Saturday, but, I just got myself together, do what we single mothers always do. Even when we're not feeling better, we always show up. And so I'm so glad that, like I said, it was such a awesome event, and I had a great time, and I know all the ladies who came had a wonderful time as well. And I'm just like, okay, now that's over with. I'm telling you, I have been working very diligently for the past several months to get this off and running. And now that it's finally here and official, I can take a break and breathe. And as a matter of fact, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So I was kind of wondering, I don't know if you have ever had the experience of when you're building up the anticipation of something that you've been working hard towards, and you're working on a project, or you're building, a business or a ministry, whatever it may be. And, it takes time and for preparation, and it takes time and hard work to, work towards it. And then that day comes when all of your hard work pays off, and you kind of look back, because there's so much energy, there's so much, I don't know, excitement behind it all. And then once it happens, it's like, okay, what's next, And so that's pretty much where I found myself this week. You guys know I've been going through up until this point. I mean, just one thing after another has been coming at me. And I know it was all designed to stop me, to not, to hinder me, or to not even hinder me, but completely stop me from launching Hope for Single Mothers. But that did not work. It did not work. I pressed through and I persevered, and I'm so glad that I did. And so now, I'm on the other side of that. And I'm like, okay, so, what to do next? And so I think a lot of times when, at least for me, I can speak for myself, that because I'm so, I guess, goal oriented per se, but I'm a doer. And so it's like, after I've accomplished one task or fulfilled one thing, then I'm ready to move on to the next thing. And I think sometimes, and I actually, had to catch myself, because in the hurry of trying to move on to the next thing, it was like, wait a minute, have you taken time to celebrate? Because that was a great accomplishment for me. Like I said, 12 years in the making. And I know a lot of times, especially for a single mother, sometimes we don't celebrate ourselves enough, you know. And I just want to talk about that today. I just want to talk about taking the time out to celebrate you. I know that check-in Wednesdays are usually designed to check in, to see how you're doing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, to evaluate yourself and reset, reboot, or do whatever it is you have to do to get yourself back on track to finish the rest of the week out successfully. But, I think that it's also important to celebrate where you are, because I feel like if you don't celebrate where you are, then, you kind of lose sight of how far you've come, and then you can easily be discouraged along the way, as you're going and moving towards, fulfilling, accomplishing your goals and dreams. So, like I said, Sunday, I completely just like vegged out. Of course, like I said, I've been fighting cold symptoms, and so I was like, you know what? I haven't been resting. I've just been going, 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 going. And, now that Hope for Single Mothers is officially launched, now I can just kind of sit back and kind of rest. There was just a lot of things that I had to do that required a lot of my time and energy. And now that that is done, now I can take some time and rest. I could take some time and, just regroup from that, take some time and then just refresh myself, and also take some time to celebrate how far I've come. Like I said, this was a big thing, you guys, 12 years in the making, and finally it's here. And it's like, that's not something to kind of look over or kind of wink at. And so, I just, like I said, for me, celebration is different. A lot of people like to go out and party, or, however you celebrate. I am a very low key type of person, to be honest. So celebrating for me is just probably might be quite different rather than other people's idea of celebration. For me, celebrating it's just chilling. It's just laying back. It's like doing nothing. It's like, just kind of just taking time out for me. Honestly, that's my celebration, because I'm always going, I'm constantly doing stuff. And for me, celebrating is actually breaking the routine, doing something that I usually don't do. I usually don't just take a whole day and just veg out completely. I cannot remember the last time I just took an entire day and did nothing and didn't feel bad about it, or didn't have to get up and do something else. Like, I was literally determined Sunday, like I said, because I was also wanting to get myself prepared for work the next day, and and to just make sure, excuse me, I rested properly so I could feel better. But, Sunday, I'm just going to be honest, I just was in the bed, honestly. I stayed in the bed all day Sunday. Can you believe that? Yeah. So, but I was able to kind of look back. I took a lot of pictures, and well, I didn't take pictures. I'm a photographer that took pictures. So I was able to look back and just look at the memories. And, sometimes when you're doing things, it's kind of hard to look at things until you step out of that and be able to look at things. And so I had an opportunity to be able to look at the hard work, look at the people that showed up, and just really appreciate that. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been so grateful as I am now. I'm so grateful because I honestly know what it takes to make this happen. Before it was just a thought, a theory, and somewhat of a practice. But now that I've gone through it, now I know what it takes to get, things up and going, especially as far as for the ministry. And it's a lot of hard work. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of hard work, to say the least, but it was so awesome. It didn't really feel like work, because this is my passion. And I find out, I found that when you're doing your passion, when you're doing something that when you're really passionate about, that it doesn't seem like it's work. It's not burdensome. It doesn't seem like it's really taking a lot of time and energy. I think because so many other things in my personal life have been going on, and I was just trying to, balance it all in the midst of having to move forward with the plans and preparations, that may have been most draining for me. It wasn't actually, preparing for it. It was really exciting, to be honest. So yeah, so I literally just took Sunday and just chilled. I didn't leave my bed other than go to the restroom. My daughter, God bless her little heart, she brought me, food to eat and drink, and it was just awesome to, like I said, just kind of veg out and to just relax and look at, like I said, the pictures, and do, and just kind of just, not do anything. So yeah. So like I said, it is so important to celebrate our accomplishments, whether it be big, small. I don't think there are any insignificant accomplishments. Anything that you do, that you set a goal to do, anything that you do and you plan and prepare to do, I think that that's an accomplishment. And I think that it needs to be celebrated, like I said, so that you can have the motivation to go on, And I was just, remember, like I said, Sunday, I was just like, okay, Lord, so it's done. What do I do now? And I believe the Lord said, look, you're going to keep doing what you were doing before. Don't slow down. Don't stop the momentum. You're going to keep moving forward. This was a huge thing to do, but there's so much more. And but rest and look back and kind of glean off of that. And so all this week I've just been reflecting. That's the word I was looking for, reflecting. So I think a lot of times, it's good, and when we're celebrating ourselves, to reflect, because a lot of times we get so caught up with looking at where we are currently that, like I said, we lose sight of where we've come, and or we're so focused on where we're headed that we lose focus on where we come or even where we are. So I've been doing a lot of reflecting this week, just reflecting and just thanking God and just being so grateful. Like I said, this has just been such a time for me. And I'm just so grateful for everything, because I know what it takes now, and I think that when you've gone through similar experiences, or just when, like I said, you've been working so hard for something, and then you've accomplished it, because you know what it took to accomplish it, you are so grateful. You are just so appreciative. And that's where I am. It's like, wow, I did it. We did it. Me and God, we did this thing. And not that I did it alone, because I had my team to help me, and I had people praying for me and just encouraging me. And I'm so grateful for all the encouraging words and all the prayers and all that went into launching Hope for Single Mothers. And so, yeah, so if I can leave anything with you, I would just like to say, take some time to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. Reflect on how far you've come, because that makes a difference. You're not the same person that you used to be. I wouldn't even say a week ago. You're not where you were a year ago or even a week ago. So I believe that when we take the time out to celebrate ourselves often, then that gives us the motivation, and that gives us the push that we need to continue on. I think a lot of times when we become discouraged, it's because either we're not grateful. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You're not grateful. A lot of times when you're discouraged, it's because you may be complaining a lot, or you may not be grateful. Um, and so I believe that when, we celebrate ourselves, it causes us to reflect. It causes us to be grateful. It causes us to be thankful. And in return, when we're grateful and we're thankful, it just, it pushes us, and it gives us that energy, that power, that motivation that we need to continue on, because it's not the end. This is not the end for me. There's so much more, and I have so many exciting things that are be coming up in 2019. I just can't wait to tell you, but I can't tell you right now. Okay, they're still in the making, but I have some exciting things that's going to be happening for Hope for Single Mothers, and I'm so excited for it. So like I said, but now I'm just taking time to reflect and celebrate and be grateful and thankful, and because I know that there's more to come, and I know that this is not the end for me. This is not a period. This is just a comma. And I'm really excited on what's to come, but I'm so grateful of how far I've come. And even where I am right now, I'm so thankful and grateful. So yeah, so I just want you guys to take some time to celebrate yourself. Look and see how far you've come. Just, take some time to reflect this week or today, and just to see how far you've come, and what have you accomplished. Take that time to pat yourself on the back. I've told you, if you don't pat yourself on the back, nobody else is. And it's okay. Nobody's going, Nobody's going to pat you on your back if you don't do it yourself first. So, like I said on Saturday, you can't expect to receive from others what you're not willing to do even for your own self. So, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. You've done a good job. You've been a great mom. It takes a lot to do what we do on a daily basis. And I think that you deserve the credit. You deserve the celebration. You deserve the good job. We don't hear that enough. And it's okay to tell ourselves that. And it's okay to tell other single mothers that. And I want to be the first to tell you, if nobody's told you, you're doing awesome. You are doing great. Keep up the good work. Yes, you can do whatever you put your mind to, and you have come so far. So stop looking back in your past. Your past is exactly where it belongs, in the past, and there's no reason for you to look back any longer. You have a bright, beautiful, awesome future ahead of you, and right where you are, even though it may be hard to see it right now, you're not in a bad place even where you are, because you're not where you used to be. And anywhere other than where you used to be is a good place to be. Yes, it is. So like I said, I just want to encourage you. Oh my gosh, I've missed you so much. I can't wait. Yes, I want to get back into filming and video, and I've taken a break, but I am on fire now. I'm going to finish out this week with reflecting and celebrating and resting up, because I am coming back to Hope for Single Mothers, and I'm making up for the time that I've been away with some awesome content and videos, okay? So if you could do me a favor and click subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And for those of you who are watching me via Hope for Single Mothers Facebook group, yeah, I'm doing this to cut down some time so I won't have to do 2 separate videos. So if I can kill 2 birds with one stone, as busy as I am, hey, I'm going to take the opportunity to do it, okay? And I encourage you, visit my YouTube channel. It's at Hope for Single Mothers. Hope, the number 4, Single Mothers. So come and check me out, okay? In the meantime, I leave you with love, peace, and blessings. You have an awesome, awesome rest of the week, and I'll catch you on Saturday, Self-Care Saturday, okay? Bye-bye.